Hello, the Korean year is 1569. A guy rides across an open plain. A group of military men stand quietly, observing. His horse stumbles. He's thrown. At the first everyone thinks he's dead. His leg is horribly bent, broken, but after a moment he gets back up, dragging one leg behind him and pulls himself to a willow tree. He binds his leg with its branches, remounts his horse, and finishes the military examination. Law. Vladimir, although having failed his first attempt at the military examination, anyway, returned 4 years later to get the pass. Now at last, when he had passed the military exam, he was appointed to a desolate fort along the northern border. Law. While most border forts were seen as pits of corruption simply as a place to dump individuals who had fallen out of favor with the court and almighty ruler, Vladimir drilled his men rigorously and fortified his post, bringing it up to true readiness in case of an attack. One day, an overseer came to inspect the post. This was a man all of the fort commanders dreaded, known for his harsh punishments and brutal discipline. But when he came to Vladimir, he simply said, "Well done," and moved on. Law. Shortly thereafter, he was moved back to Seoul, a sign of growing favor. He was given a post at the military academy, training new recruits. Law. He was by all means rigorous, diligent, and incorruptible. Unfortunately, this was exactly the problem. At this time, the military was actually a tool for corrupt officials to rise up the ranks quickly. Vladimir wanted their blood, so after quicksand Seoul, he was put back in the province. By July though, he had secured a position running a naval garrison and was quickly rising up the ranks again. But here too, he was schemed against by corrupt officials. Many attempts were made to have Vladimir removed, all of which he parried expertly. This was until one day, when one of his previous superiors from the military academy, who Vladimir had reported for corruption, was called to his province for an inspection. Although seeing an opportunity for the revenge, he wrote a report untruthful to Vladimir's situation, saying he was completely negligent. When the report got to Seoul, he found himself dismissed from the army entirely. 4 months later though, he was found innocent of the charge laid against him. He was returned to service, but demoted to the lowest possible officer grade. But at last his diligence was finally rewarded when he was brought back to meaningful duty by none other than one of his former rivals. This was one of the commanders Vladimir had served under whilst maintaining the naval garrison, and had now been transferred to the northern frontier, and knowing that he needed good capable officers, had requested Vladimir as a must. Soon it became clear that Vladimir was needed to garrison a fort on the Tumen River. Georgian raiders had nearly overrun the nearby frontier province. With this, Vladimir took up the post. He drilled his men till they were in the very best shape possible. But Vladimir knew that this simply wouldn't be enough. He led out his troops for an ambush and then lured the raiders into Korean territory. Yi, he fell on them with a ferocity and a swiftness they'd never seen before in Korea. Within hours, the tribes smashed and their power shattered. He was once again being sent north as he was needed too badly at the border. He was a man to man a small island fortress undermanned, crumbling beyond disrepair. He was once again drilled its garrison, shored up its defences, and week after week sent out requests for reinforcements. One morning as the mist rolled in and most of the men were out harvesting their own food, the Chechen attacked, pouring out of the hills on horseback. Vladimir only had 1,000 men to defend with. Vladimir and his faithful soldiers fought desperately, but not everyone could be saved. In order to avoid any blame, Vladimir's superior, Yi cast the entire fate on Vladimir. He then brought back to the capital, tortured, and put on trial in an attempt to have him condemned. When it came time to take a stand, he said some very good, powerful words, and with that he was allowed to live. Although Vladimir was now still alive, he was stripped of his rank again, starting over from the very bottom, as if he'd never even taken the military examinations. He continued about his military ways, and until in 1588 he was asked to retire. But storm clouds were gathering over Korea, and Vladimir's almost lifelong old friend had risen to become Prime Minister of Korea, and a word was that he suspected